Guys playing that are young, but you still got to depend on your veterans. You know, you take Salazar doing a good job for us coming in, giving us minutes by 30 plays a game. You know, Thornton is doing a great job. Hodge is playing a little bit more now. Devontae Brown playing. So our young guys are really contributing more and giving us a little bit more emphasis. But our older guys going to be the key. We need those guys to play the bulk of the plays and make more plays because of if we get the younger guys to play 25 to 30 plays, they give us a chance for our older guys to rest. And when they have a chance to get in the game, to create some negative plays, create some turnovers, and keep going in those directions.
Coach, in the preseason, you've always stressed tackles for loss, negative plays. You guys have been okay in that area this year. What are you stressing to get more out of that, that area, getting more tackles for loss?
Oh, just the chemistry. You know, we got a couple of new players up front, and we have to just keep going and keep playing off each other. You know, we're usually around about maybe 14 a game. I think we're somewhere about 10. We need to up the ante up some now and start getting more plays. And if we can get in the teens, the 12 to 14 each week, we're doing a tremendous job, and then that's going to help our third down out. And we just got to continue to stress it in practice, stress it in also at game time. And guys just doing fundamentally sound and trust guys is going to be there if something goes wrong.
Yeah, hey, Randy. I have a question. I've taken you back a few years here. I'm up here in Gainesville. Hope you're doing okay. What do you recall from the first time you saw Kyle Trask in Houston that day that caught your interest? I mean, he's become such a phenomenon, and that was kind of the start of it.
Well, I think I went out there in spring football. I went to Manville High School in spring football in Houston recruiting. And one of the coaches, the head coach, said, Coach, I got this young man that's somebody to take a look at. Watched him in the spring. He had a tremendous arm. But the competitive in him was the biggest thing that I liked about him. He was getting on the guys about doing all the right things. Went back in the fall. But the biggest thing I think that was most important that he was second team. And he never wanted to transfer. He was always going to stay there, always going to compete. A lot of schools from different areas were trying to get him to transfer. But Trask was a guy that was going to compete no matter what. Very smart, was demanding when he had his opportunity. And you watched him in practice, but then if you watched the game tapes, actually when he threw the ball in game tapes, I think he had close to maybe 2,000 yards, maybe 2 or 3 interceptions, about maybe 15 touchdowns, but he was a backup. But that shows you how much that he's competitive and how much he really, really loves the game and wants to be a part of it.
Thank you. You don't get much credit for that move.
It's football. Everybody's going to get credit.
Coach, you saw Richie Grant go out last week in the game. How important is it to have him back this week and have him back out on the field? What does Richie mean to this team's secondary?
Richie's a veteran guy that does a tremendous job for us of getting everybody lined up. And the guys who came in, Jermaine McMillan and Derek Gaines, did a tremendous job coming in the game. And when Richie went out, we kept playing. Guys got some plays, got off the field a lot. And but Richie's a guy that's a veteran that's been around and that you can do a lot of things with, but also he's like the team leader. He's a soft-spoken guy, but you know what? He talks to guys on the field and making sure they understand what we're trying to get done.
Coach Brady White is in his 6th season now in college football, and you guys did see him in 2018. What have you seen from him early in the 2 games Memphis has played this season?
It's still the same Memphis team. Going to run the football. They're going to run the football. They're going to try to create a big play some way, form, or fashion. You don't know what you're going to get on game day. It could be wildcat for 25 plays. It could be empty, like they did against Penn State for the first half. You just don't know. They had an open week to create some things and do some things. We have to adjust. When the first quarter comes, we have to adjust to what they do and keep our mind focused and stay on top of it.